Looking at our world from a theological perspective. This is the Theology Central Podcast, making theology central.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, May the 24th, 2023. It is currently 1:42 p.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio, located right here in Abilene, Texas. It was such a great idea. It really was. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I thought it was an idea that everyone would have loved, they would have appreciated, they would have taken advantage of, and it was going to lead to a very fun, exciting, and beneficial time for everyone involved. I really did. It was such a simple idea, right? In fact, you could trace the idea all the way back to when I came up with this concept of doing kind of a online Bible Institute. And then I realized, wait a minute, if I'm trying to do the online Bible Institute, the Theology Central podcast is no longer going to exist. So I'm like, how can I take this concept so that I'm really providing people an opportunity to engage and study themselves? I'm giving them homework. I'm giving them assignments. They can participate. How can I get them involved in that kind of study without completely destroying the Theology Central podcast? I can still maintain the Theology Central podcast. And I came up with the idea, I'll create a podcast series called Bible Study Exercise. And the goal will be to get people up off the couch to the table, a Bible, a notebook, a pencil, some reference tools, and they will then engage and study themselves. I will do some teaching. Some of it I will kind of present like, well, it could be this way. It could be this way. I will present it by saying, hey, here's your homework. Go work on it and send it to me at newsif@yahoo.com. And then people will send me their homework. We'll try to find a way that people can engage in discussions about it. I thought it was a very well thought out idea. I thought it was going to be, I thought it was a great idea. I really did. I thought it was really going to be beneficial. I thought people everywhere I thought it would catch on, and I thought it would be great. Something completely unique than the way most podcasters do things. And then I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll provide curriculum, right? I will give people access to curriculum at no charge, right? And not only will I give them access to curriculum, I'll give them access to even more curriculum. 2 different, basically, tracks of curriculum every single quarter. They can go from back, they can follow what we're doing. They can use the other. And sometimes with the curriculum, we'll follow it maybe in a more strict way. Other times it will just simply be there to supplement what we're doing. In fact, it was always designed to be a supplement. It was never designed to be, here's the curriculum and I'm going to teach it just as it is presented. That was never even the desire or the goal. The goal was, hey, the curriculum is going to tell us what to study, then we're going to study it in our own way. But then you have this curriculum that you can access on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet at no charge to you. And then you can look at it and you can ask questions about it. And then I can do extra. I mean, to me, it was like, what more could you ask? So, all you have to do is open up a podcast app. You listen to someone try to guide you through a Bible study exercise. And then on that same, device, whether your phone or tablet or computer, you can access curriculum that will supplement what is happening on the podcast. And all of this is free of charge. All of this is yours. I mean, what a brilliant idea, right? I mean, come on. That's got to be great. So we did it and people started signing up and I was getting excited. All right. People are signing up. Okay. All right. They're not really asking any questions. Okay. All right. I think they're using it. Okay. Well, I haven't really heard from anybody. Okay. I haven't really heard from anybody. Okay. I haven't really. Okay. But the numbers kept going up and up and up and up. And we were right about two people away that we were going to have to increase our subscription costs to cover. I think we were maybe one person away before we were going to have to increase our subscription to cover all the people who were signing up. Now, I wasn't getting a lot of feedback, But I'm like, I think we're on. I tried to imagine there's people out there using the curriculum. They're using it. And again, not as this is what you are to believe, but really as I'm going to present our perspective, our view, and then you have the curriculum. So you get two different perspectives. You have all of this material. It's all free of charge. This has to be this. I mean, people are going to eat this up because remember, what do I constantly hear? People are starving. People are starving. It's a famine in the land. People can't find in-depth Bible teaching. People can't find it. People are starving. They can't find it. They can't find a good church. I mean, you think people would just be like knocking down the door saying, yes, I want to participate. Well, yeah, okay. All right. You would think that. So I thought it was a brilliant idea. And then we started realizing, well, wait a minute. Number one, they want to increase the price of the curriculum. Okay. That's all right. I got to make a decision. All right. Number two, we're about two people away that we're going to have to increase the price on ourselves, right? Because we're going to have to go up to the next level so that we can give more people access. Now we're going to have to be in the, I think it's over, we're going to have to give access to over 100. I think we're going to be getting to that range in the curriculum. So I was like, okay, I've got to make some decisions. So I know what I'll do. I'll turn on the microphone and let everyone know, hey guys, I need some feedback. Hey guys, I need some help. And if you consider the number of people who have signed up and you consider the number of people who have responded, there is a major discrepancy somewhere. There's a massive discrepancy. So I was like, I've got to make a decision, guys. I got to know what to do. What do you want me to do? Someone let me know. And a few people, just very few, I think, less than 5. I think it was 4. I think maybe only 4 people responded. Out of all the people who have signed up, only 4 people took the time to say, hey, look, I'll do whatever. You want me to buy the physical copy? I'll buy the physical copy. If you want to use the digital, I think only one person said they liked the curriculum. Oh, I think all 4 said that they would be more than happy. They liked the curriculum. I think 3 was like, hey, I'll use it. I think 1 said they don't like the curriculum. So maybe it was a total of 5. I think there was 1 negative. Well, I can't remember. I'd have to break it all down. But basically, out of the number of people, I mean, you're talking a very small percentage responded. So today is the day I have to make a decision. And what's funny, this is hilarious. Right when I get ready to say, okay, I've made my decision. I'm going to cancel it out. As soon as I get ready to go and cancel it out, I get an email from the people who produced the curriculum saying, hey, new features are coming for the digital curriculum. We're going to add these QR codes that you just scan it and it's going to open up audio and video and it's going to add you more information about what you're studying, maybe historical background. And I'm like, oh, this is really, well, wait a minute. We're getting ready to cancel it. I'm like, you go figure. They wait till the last minute because obviously, look, let's just think about it. Any of these companies that produce curriculum that are used by churches, if they can move everyone to a digital curriculum, they save themselves a ton of money. You don't need a warehouse to store all the study guides. You don't need a staff to fulfill orders, put them in a package and ship them. You don't have to use the printer paper to print all of no, it's just you type it all out digitally and send it to everyone digitally, but you're still charging people money for it. I mean, you can obviously see why you get rid of all of that infrastructure and that warehouse and that staff. You just need the staff to produce the curriculum and someone to maintain the website and the digital storage for it. So you can see why they want to definitely move us to the digital. But I have to make a decision. Do I pay all of this money to give access to digital curriculum? Or do I just say, hey guys, you're on your own. You want the curriculum, you got to buy it yourself. Well, I guess that's where we are. I guess that's where we are today. So today I'm going to make the decision that we're going to cancel out the digital curriculum once and for all. To me, it's ridiculous. I was trying to figure out the math. If you have like, I think 5 people, maybe 6 people who buy the Explore the Bible curriculum and the Bible Study for Life curriculum, they buy both of those. And maybe, let's just say they just buy both of those. If you take those 2 study guides and the shipping cost, and you have about 5 to 6 people doing that, you're getting really close to covering the cost of the digital curriculum that would be available to over 50 people. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, on one end, I'm like, so I'm going to be buying the curriculum, right? Other people are going to be buying the curriculum. It would just seem like it would make, it would, I don't know. It's hard to know what to do because you like, I'm looking at it mathematically. I'm trying to look at it just, you want to make things available for people, but I think the thing is, here's the thing. I think this is the reality. As much as people claim that they're starving to death for good Bible teaching, the reality is they're drowning in resources. They're drowning in it. So we're not like you can think that you're providing spiritual food for people who are in a land of famine, but you're really not. You're trying to provide spiritual food for people who are sitting at a buffet that's a 24/7 buffet that's got so much available to them, they don't even know where to start. They don't even know which part of the line to get in. They don't even know what they want to eat anymore because there's too much. So when you're offering things, then people are like, well, why do I care about that? I've got 50 other things to choose from. At some point, you just kind of got to realize the game is up. You're wasting your time. And again, we have, on one hand, we had someone basically paying for all the curriculum for everyone, one person every month paying for it. But to me, why would I have them continue to pay for everyone's curriculum when I can't even get the people using the curriculum other than a couple of people to even respond, like to even say it? I mean, like what are we doing? Like I can't. So to me, it would make far more sense if they continue to support us at that same financial level. Just use the money to pay for the podcast. That one person paying for the curriculum would literally cover the cost monthly for what we paid to broadcast on Sermons 2.0 and the Church One app. They would literally cover that cost completely. They would just wipe it out. We wouldn't even be paying for that anymore. So why wouldn't you want to use the money for that, where you can see the numbers? Like we're at, I think, 2,500 for this month on the Sermons 2.0 app. That's 2,500 downloads and streams. That means their money is going to something tangible. For the curriculum, I have no idea. I don't have any analytics or statistics saying this is how many times they accessed it. This is how many times they looked at it. This is the people who are not even paying any attention to it. They don't provide me those kinds of statistics. So I would rather money coming into the ministry to pay for my ability to do what I'm doing right now, live broadcast where I know the actual numbers, than paying for curriculum that people will not even respond to when you're like, hey, if you're using the curriculum, let me know. Tell me something. Why spend money on something that you have no tangible proof of it even benefiting anyone? I do get emails about live broadcast all the time, right? The live broadcast, I get emails about. I get emails all the time, every day. I get emails about live broadcast. So I would rather their money pay for this than pay for that. So we're going to cancel the curriculum. It just seems crazy. It really does. But okay, we're going to cancel it. And so here's what you'll need to do. If you would like to follow along with the curriculum, for the summer of 2023, right? For June, July, and August of 2023, you'll need to go to lifeway.com. You may have to follow the Sunday school link. You'll look for Explore the Bible, and you'll buy the study guide, the adult study guide, for Summer 2023, which is on Jeremiah and Lamentations. That's Explore the Bible. We will not be using Bible Study for Life for the next 3 months. Now, next time we may switch back to Bible Studies for Life. The thing with the digital curriculum is it provided you both, and it provided you the daily discipleship guide, and it provided the leadership guide. It provided everything. Like the amount of stuff that was available to every person in the digital format far exceeds what most people are going to pay money to buy. Like if you bought everything that was available digitally, you'd probably be spending $30, $40 a quarter. Where here it just makes no sense. I'm just so perplexed by this. But okay. So if you want to participate with the curriculum, you will have to go to lifeway.com. You will have to buy it. If you cannot find the link, let me know. I will send it to you. Now, some people offered like, well, if someone can't afford it, then maybe you could buy it for them. The only problem is I can't turn my job into, okay, I got 10 emails. Now people want me to buy them the physical copy. So I need to go in to order it to have it shipped to their individual addresses. Like I can't turn my job into 24/7 receiving requests for physical curriculum, then going in, purchasing them separately, all putting in their different addresses, and then at that point, we would be probably exceeding the cost it would be for the digital anyway. So we're just going to have to say, look, if you want the curriculum, you're going to have to pay for it. I tried my best, but I mean, come on. It's so ridiculous. I don't know. Of all my ideas that I have tried, this one is really maybe the most frustrating because you're like, I mean, I can't imagine when I was a Christian teenager and I was like, man, I wish I could buy that. Like I couldn't buy curriculum. I didn't have the money. I could just go to the Bible bookstore and every once in a while buy a book. I would have eaten it up. I'd be like, yeah. And I remember when first time I went to, because I stopped going to the teenager Sunday school class because it was a joke. And so I went to the adults and they gave me that quarterly, right? That curriculum. Oh man, I took that stuff home and I read every single page. I had that baby marked up. I answered I came back the next Sunday and I was like, let's go. I read this 15 times. And then I realized right then, 99% of the church wasn't even looking at it during the week. They weren't even using it. And I'm like, what? Hey, give me your copy. I'll take all the copies. And so then I started realizing even back then that most people don't even use the resources that are given to them. But for some weird reason, I've always remained stupid and naive and thinking, the more curriculum, the more things, the more resources you provide, the more people will use it because people are starving for the Word of God. They're hungry. They want to study. That's what they want. And then you kind of realize, no, not really. No, not really. They really don't. But I've tried it my whole Christian and ministry. I have tried to provide everything for people. Quarterly devotional guides, study guides, books. I mean, I have tried and tried. And sometimes you just got to realize, you failed. I wasn't able to sell it. I wasn't able to convince people of its value. I was not able, maybe I didn't use it enough. Maybe I didn't reference it enough. But for me, there was a comfort in it, right? Hey guys, like I know what's going to happen coming July, whatever day I fly out, the 2nd or the 3rd. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd. I don't remember. I go to Boston, and I'll be going to Salem, right? I always go to Salem when I'm there, right? I'm going to be gone for like 5 days, 6 days. Well, you know what was comforting is, hey guys, I turn on the microphone. Hey, I'm going to be gone for the next 5 or 6 days. The curriculum, access it. It'll be session 4, session 3. This is what you're going to work on all week. So then everyone has an actual something to look at. And then I don't have to worry about, oh no. I'm not going to be able to broadcast. Everyone's going to fall behind. And then sometimes you think, why am I putting so much pressure on myself? Why am I doing all of that? Like, why? I mean, nobody even cares. Why am I trying? Like, sometimes you just start questioning your own sanity. But, so now I won't be able to do that. And that was such like, hey guys, if I can't get to broadcasting, you know what to look at. And so, and even if maybe if I would go look at that session and I disagreed with it, it was there to supplement the study. And if I thought there was something in it that I majorly disagreed with, I could say, all right, here's my perspective. Here's its perspective. Compare the two perspectives. You got an entire week. Like in other words, it made it so easy to have that fallback on it for the Bible study exercise, because no matter what was happening, people had something, but it's over. So here in just a minute. In fact, let me see if I can do it live on the air. I'm going to log in to the curriculum. Makes me sad. Because to be honest, like for selfish reasons, and I'm going to be very honest with you, for selfish reasons, my own personal, like if I'm being as selfish as I could be, I would keep the curriculum and not even worry about the rest of you. If someone's paying for it, I would just use it for me. Because I get the Leader's Guide that's got all kinds of cool stuff in it. I love the Leader's Guide. I got the Daily Discipleship Guide. I got the Adult Study Guide. I got for Explore the Bible and Bible Studies for Life. Oh man, I'm set. Like I could have that person who's paying and just they're just doing it for me, right? And I'd be like, hey, that's cool, but that would just be wrong for someone paying for me to have curriculum. That would just be wrong, right? When they could be paying for the broadcast so that other people benefit from it. Now, if I wanted to be selfish, I'm just going to be honest with you. I love it. Man, I got my iPad every day. I log into the curriculum every day. Every day I log into the curriculum. Sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a day. I love it. Like, it's like being in a kid in a candy store. I love it. I don't understand why other people don't. Like, I don't understand why other people are like, well, I'm just not getting much out of it. What do you mean? Like, even when sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I disagree with every single word. But guess what? It gave me something to work on. So I don't know. But hang on. Let me go to my account. Hang on. Let's go to my profile. All right. All right. Where? Okay. Hang on. Let's go here. Purchase and subscriptions. All right. All right. Here we go. We're going to cancel the Explore the Bible and Bible Studies for Life. Here we go. This is sad. Cancel. And cancel. Now, we have till June the 8th and June the 2nd to resume subscription. So I have to convince myself not to resume, because there's everything in me trying to convince myself to keep it. Because I mean, like I can look at it from like a selfish way and go, well, someone's paying for it. Why wouldn't I? I mean, like they've given me this great gift. I mean, like in some ways, I almost feel bad for the person who pays for it, because it's kind of like, man, thank you for what you've given me, right? Because every day I get to open it up and look and look and look and look, but that's just so wrong. Like that's wrong. So maybe I've been wrong in keeping it in the first place. Maybe I've been keeping it more for my benefit than anybody else's, because I love it. But there it is. It's been canceled. See if I get confirmation email. Yes, I've got confirmation email, and there we have it. So here's our plan. Bible study exercise podcast series will continue. It will still be based off either Bible Studies for Life or Explore the Bible curriculum that you can obtain from Lifeway. Some of you expressed that you don't like Lifeway, and I understand it, but the curriculum was never designed to be, this is the doctrinal standard by which we're operating. It was never designed to say, this is the theological perspective from which we are operating. It was always to say, here possibly is an alternative perspective. Here is to supplement. So while so sometimes we would take what they're offering and then we would challenge its perspective. We would almost look at the curriculum as, here's the hypotheses. We're going to test it and we may come to a different conclusion. I thought that made it even like more valuable, right? Because not only did you hear me, I was willingly providing you something that said I was wrong. Not a lot of podcasters do that. Hey, here's my perspective. Oh, by the way, log into the curriculum and you'll have people who are smarter than me who actually write curriculum telling you how wrong I am. Now you can compare both sides. I thought that made it even more unique, made it even more awesome, but it didn't. So there you have it. The digital curriculum on May the 24th, 2023. It had a good run, but it's been canceled. Now we do have till June the 8th and June the 2nd to resume it, but unless something dramatically changes, it's not. So you'll have to go to lifeway.com. You'll look for, I think you'll look for like Sunday school adult. And then you'll look for the Bible Study for Life, Explore the Bible. Remember, if you want to participate for June, July, and August, you'll buy the summer 2023 curriculum. It's on Jeremiah and Lamentations. I would recommend the adult study guide. Some people, I think Explore the Bible has the daily discipleship one as well. I would just go with the adult study guide. The leader's guide is really awesome. I mean, it really provides some really cool stuff. Lots of commentary and background. In some ways, the leader's guide is really awesome as well. More in depth, far more in depth than the actual study guide. Because then it's giving the leaders who maybe teach this the ability to go deeper if they wanted to. But there you have it. I didn't want to waste your time today, but I felt like I had to. But once again, I will say this. This is another example to me. That sometimes when you hear me teach or read an article about, the biblical illiteracy in Christians today, and we're in a spiritual famine and nobody can find spiritual food, why I'm so now utterly cynical and almost sarcastic when I hear that nonsense. People are drowning in spiritual food. People are drowning in doctrine and theology. If people are starving, it's because they literally are refusing to eat. You say, well, there's no good churches. There may not be any good churches, but you've got enough available to you online that you can get an equivalent of probably 8 seminary degrees within one summer if you're willing to utilize all the things that are available to you. And that's not even that's not even hyperbole. So, but this is an example that you can provide, you can provide everything for people and they're going to do what they want to do. And, it's kind of sad. I really thought we had a good thing going, but we'll maintain our course. I'm not going to let this, because a part of me would just be like, this is my normal self. Well, then just forget it. Bible study exercise is over. We're done. I'm not doing that podcast anymore. That's my normal everyday way of thinking, right? That's my normal, just forget it. Why waste my time? I could go do something. Forget Bible study exercise. I'll just turn on the microphone and talk about different things here or there, and we'll just see who wants, and we'll just move on. I will reevaluate the direction of the podcast, but I'm not going to make that kind of radical. Maybe by the end of the summer, I give up completely. Maybe by the end of the summer, you find me sitting under a bridge with a bottle of Jack and just saying, I'm done. I'm joking. You're not going to find me under a bridge with a bottle of Jack Daniels. I'm joking. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not joking. I'm joking. But we will see. There we go. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of just I'm kind of disappointed, right? Maybe I'm just disappointed for myself, right? I mean, I will order, obviously I'm going to order all the paper copies, but do you see that? You see, for me and my brain, I'm going to order myself the paper copies, but in a roundabout way, someone was paying me to have access to all of it anyway. So like, I could just be so selfish here and just say, well, I should have just kept my mouth shut. I mean, I was benefiting, right? Who cares if anybody else is using it? Because I know I'm using it. But I don't think the person was paying money for me. They were paying money for everyone else. So I'll let their money, and I do mean this, I would rather their money pay for me being able to do what I'm doing right here, to be able to broadcast on the Church One. Because really, if you think about it, their money is providing the Church One app for everyone and providing us the ability to live broadcast on Sermons 2.0. Their money is helping us be able to take all of our content and organize it into series, right? I mean, that is money well spent. The curriculum idea was money basically. I mean, they may have benefited from the curriculum. I hope they did. Since they were helping, they were paying for it. But yeah. So to anyone now I'm going to get emails going, no, why are you canceling? Because I don't know. I've only tried 50 times to get someone's attention. Okay. I don't know. So, but we will see. So, yeah, lifeway.com if you would like to participate. And even if you don't want the curriculum, that's okay. Now, don't get mad. Well, you know what? I probably will start trying to reference the curriculum. I don't know how I'm going to approach that because if only 4 or 5 people are buying the curriculum, when I reference the curriculum, the people who are looking at the curriculum I will only reference it and to let people know, hey, this is not my thought. I got this from the curriculum. But not so much like, hey guys, open up the curriculum and look at this, hey, your assignment is to look at this, your assignment, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I can't make any of the assignments based off the curriculum. Or in other words, that would require you to look at the curriculum, if that makes sense. All right, I think I need to say something rather profound here, but I don't have anything profound to say. I really don't. I know I cannot take. I feel like on one hand, I cannot take this experience and draw any major conclusions, but I feel like if I take all of my experiences with the church and resources, this is just my own personal, this is not dogmatic. If I was to if I go all the way back to when I was in Sunday school as a teenager, going to the adults class, getting that quarterly curriculum and just devouring it like I was starving and nobody else using it. And then I go to, let's see, where's the next place I go? Within a Lutheran church. Well, they gave me a copy of Luther's Smaller and Larger Catechism, and I devoured that thing like crazy. I don't think anybody else cared too much, but okay, I can't really draw a definitive conclusion there. And then my Twin Cities Baptist in Papillion, Nebraska. I think every month they provided Spurgeon sermons. They put them up front, at the front of the pulpit. And there were these like booklets and I devoured those babies. I read them front, back, upside down, devoured. Got me in trouble because they were handing out sermons that promoted quote unquote Calvinism. And then when I started asking questions about Calvinism, I got in trouble and I was like, you literally provided the content, and they know we would never. And so then I had to pull out all of the Spurgeon sermons that they were providing in booklet form going and had them all marked. And I'm like, here they are. And then you realize nobody in the church was reading them. Nobody was reading them. Nobody was using them. You're like, what's the point of handing this out? And then a couple of Sunday school situations where they got books for, say, all the men. I went and read and then you would be in Sunday school realizing nobody had read the book. Nobody had done. And then some Sunday school situations where they gave out stuff to do and nobody was doing it. And then as a pastor, all the different things I've handed out. And then at some point you just realize, man, churches can spend thousands of dollars handing resources out to people. And the people really don't want them. And I say the people in general, like if you have 100 people or 50 people, I think the people who really will take it and use it and devour it, probably less than 5, maybe up to 10, but I think probably less than 5 out of say 50 would probably be less than 5, 100, maybe around 10. Maybe I'll give it a 10%, 5%. You can give me your own thoughts about that. And what does that say? So I don't know how to interpret that. I don't really know how to interpret that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we do with that. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Maybe you're like, no, 70% of our church uses it and devours it and talks about it. If you've got over 50% of your people using the resources your church is giving, I would love to see how they pulled that off. That would be amazing. People handed resources and they use it. They talk about it. They engage it. They benefit from it. They take it apart. They devour it. They ask questions about it. But that's the perfect world, right? That's the perfect world. Like, here you go. Here's the resource. Here you go. And people take it home and go, "Oh man, I'm going to read that. I'm going to double down." But and this is if for this particular curriculum, the Explore the Bible curriculum and Bible Studies for Life, this is my second go around of this failing because I tried it with my own church. And I kind of realized people, like you'd come to church on Sunday and like, okay, guys, so this week we studied, and then you would just wait. And then you would realize that 90% have no clue. They never opened up the study guide that you bought. They don't. And you're just kind of like, this is a waste of time. I mean, you can just tell. You can just tell when it all falls apart. You can just tell. But we will find a way to make this work. Not the curriculum. The curriculum's gone. But to make the Bible study exercise work. I've got to come up with a new strategy, a new way of doing it. That I cannot rely now, hey guys, this week, go do that. I can't rely on that anymore. So I don't know. That's going to put a little pressure on me. We'll see. Now, my mind, I'm pausing because my mind is thinking it through, going, what would that look like? That would be pretty bad. If I couldn't, like, what would I do? What would I do? I don't know. We'll see. There you have it. Thank you very much for those who did respond. I really do appreciate it. That was very encouraging. Some of you, nice emails, trying to help me figure it out. For everyone who helped, thank you very, 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 very much. And for those who said they're going to order the physical copies, I hope. Look, if you order the physical copy and you decide it's not worth it, then by all means, that's okay. Just let me know that, hey, you don't even care about the physical copy, because if I know no one's even looking at the curriculum, then I can just I can utilize the curriculum just to kind of get me going in a certain direction and not even have to mention it. So we'll figure this out. I still am committed to the Bible study exercise idea. I still believe we need podcasts that gets people off the couch to actually studying the text for themselves. I still believe there's too much just passive listening, and you just listen to what someone else tells you, and then you just go off and parrot what they've said instead of actually digging through the text itself. That's my own personal feelings. All right. newsif@yahoo.com. That's newsif@yahoo.com. newsif@yahoo.com. Remember, Jeremiah is where we're going. That's our summer preview, right? We're going to be in Jeremiah and Lamentations. Start reading Jeremiah chapter 1 now. Start working on it. The goal is I was going to do it tonight, but I think I'll wait till Sunday morning. And then the goal is Sunday at Victory Baptist Church will all be Jeremiah. We're going to do kind of a book overview, book summary. Then maybe we'll do, I don't know. I haven't mapped it all out yet. I got kind of an idea of where I want to go, and we'll map it out. I got to break it down into individual messages, right? Where it doesn't carry over. So I got to figure out the timing of it. But, that's the goal. That's the goal. So, we'll see what we can get accomplished. We'll see what we can get accomplished in those messages on Sunday. So, and then that will be added. And so you'll start seeing Bible study exercise messages showing up saying Jeremiah part 1, Jeremiah part 2, Jeremiah part 3, Jeremiah part 4, like we did with temptation and that kind of thing. So be looking for those. Those will start hopefully Sunday as we begin a summer of study of the book of Jeremiah and Lamentations. We're going to have a Bible reading plan. I'll do a podcast with a Bible reading plan coming up soon, so that you can read through Jeremiah and Lamentations, and you'll have 3 months to do so. Hopefully you will at least participate in our Bible reading plan. Hopefully you will. All right. Thanks for listening. Everyone have a great day. We should be, in theory, live broadcasting tonight from Victory Baptist Church if everything goes right. And I think we're going to work on critical spirit again. I think we're going to work on that a little bit tonight. So have I been too critical? See, have I been too critical here? Where's the right amount of criticism, and when does it become a critical spirit? I'm definitely cynical, as you can tell. My personal experience has made me extremely cynical. So maybe we'll discuss that tonight. All right, and we may do another live broadcast of something far more beneficial than this. But this had to be, I told you I was going to give everyone an update, and so there's your update. All right, thanks for listening. God bless.